Well, thank you very much for joining in for this week's podcast. We'll update you on what's been happening on the MoneyByte front and a bit wider afield as well. So yet again, MoneyByte continues to hover around that 200 sats level, which over recent time is the bottom that we have seen. It has continued to bounce. Looked like there was a bit of activity earlier on this afternoon with a few buyers returning, but we're looking at the bottom of that channel now. But why is this? Well, there's only very small little sellers on there, but I think some people are taking advantage of the continuous rise on BTC. As we can see, this is the second or third time that we bounced off 200 sats with MoneyByte. So fingers crossed we'll make that channel again and we'll start to rise up. But what is happening with BTC at the moment? Well, if we just look at what's happened to it over the last week, the trend, as they say, is your friend. It is continuing to push around the $25,000 mark. You've only got to look where we were at the beginning of the year to see how much money there is there. And people the market cap of MoneyByte continues to remain level because of BTC rising up, and those small profit takers are stepping in. But looking at the nodes and the plans we've got for the platform in 2021, I don't think we'll be seeing this level for much longer. It is becoming more and more apparent that the Bitcoin headlines is becoming more prevalent in the general media as well now. I was looking at CNN earlier on. I'll just play you just a 30-second clip of something which was on CNN, which really sums it up really well. 1 second.
It sounds like you're not betting against Bitcoin as well. It crashed through 20,000 today. How sustainable is that?
Well, this thing has a tendency to crash up. After I got fired from the White House and returned to my job, that's a great thing. When you own your own company, when you're fired, you can go back to work. I spent 2.5 years, 3 years studying Bitcoin, analyzing other digital currencies. Right now, this thing is crashing upwards, so it is due for a correction. And these corrections can be violent. They can be 20 to 50%. So you have to be very cautious. But I will say this, if you took $1 and you put 99 cents of it in cash and 1 penny in Bitcoin over the last 10 years, that asset allocation strategy outperformed the S&P 500. And so Bitcoin's best days are ahead of it, but it's going to be volatile, and I think people have to be prepared for that.
So there we had it. That was from Scarmusi, a market analysis as to Bitcoin has got an awful lot of way to go, and the journey will be very volatile. So if that sort of press and publicity is coming to the general market, then more and more people will become interested in Bitcoin. And as they choose to diversify their portfolio and think crypto is wonderful, that's where MoneyByte will step in and the price will soar. The supply on the markets is very limited at the moment. It has dropped down. It was sad news about a Tilly being hacked just before Christmas. It hasn't affected us too much. Our coins are safe. They're on the safe list, so we haven't been adversely affected with that. But as we know, as crypto builds up in value, it is going to attract more and more interest from the cyber criminals out there. But with MoneyByte, nothing is all in one place. We have your security at our heart. Right, moving on. So also I would mention that Doge had a run. That was primarily down to a tweet that Elon Musk made about Doge. He said Bitcoin was a load of and the Doge was the one to watch. And instantly the price shot up. It was around 16, 17 sats, up to 40s. You know, there are influencers out there that can have major effects on coins. So there are people watching for those opportunities. There is money out there ready to come into the market. They just need to be guided where to actually put it. And we're liable to see Bitcoin continue to rise, even though the journey may be rather choppy. But we will continue here at MoneyByte to add our offer to the platform. This week we are bringing to you 3, yes, you heard it right, 3 new masternodes to the platform. They are Pyrake, Blockbit, and Merge. And with that, Jimmy, are you there? Could you tell us a little bit about these coins, please?
Yeah, good evening, Pete. Hey, good evening. We talked to each other earlier. For those who are listening this podcast back, you missed a lot of fun. We had some games before the podcast was live, and we are aiming to do such games on New Year's Eve. So if you are listening to this podcast later on, join our Discord server, discord.moneybyte.org, and have some fun on New Year's Eve. Pete, the new coins that are going to be listed, the first one is Perk. I have to be honest that I do not have a lot of knowledge of Perk. The one who entered Perk on our platform is Jonathan, one of our team members. Jonathan is not online at the moment, so he could do a lot of talking. The only thing I can tell is that it is hit hard by price, by Bitcoin price. It now is 67 sats. That's not very much, so it's a good price to step in, but it's also a good moment to step in with your MoneyByte coins and gain some rewards on the pool. The node is running for a while already. I thought it was running for 1 month. Yeah, the rewards are coming in. The node is running smooth, and the pool will be opened after this podcast. Then you can invest your coins. The other one that is live is a node that I was running for more than a year, and after a year running, I thought, why not be generous to the MoneyByte project and give my node to the project. So I gave my money to the MoneyByte project, my BitBlocks my BitBlocks node. It's now for the hedged pools. So the node is running for more than a year. It's running smooth without any problems, and from today on it will be running for the MoneyByte pool, hedged pools, and it will be opened later on this evening. BitBlocks is a project that is around here for a long time. When I go to their Bitcoin talk page, there I see they are entered this crypto space early 2018. The price isn't a very big price, but the masternode rewards are very generous. So this is a good one. It's also a really good rank one. So BitBlocks for the community from me. And then there is another new one I did not know of. Someone pointed me out to this one and said, you have to keep your eye open on this project. Maybe this can become something worth. So I thought, I did some investigation into it. I like the people behind it. They are still working on the project. It's not a project that was abandoned. They are not on very big exchanges. They are on StakeCube exchange and on the BRock exchange. And I'm talking about Merge. And so I decided to buy a Merge node and also give that node to the MoneyByte project. So this node is also running on the hedged pool section and will be opened later on after the podcast. And Merge also is around here from 2018, so this project is around some longer also. Those are the 3 new projects that will be launched on our hedged pools, and with these 3 new nodes we have a total of 45 nodes running. Again, we have a total of, no, not 45 nodes, we have a total of 45 projects running on our platform. Okay, for those who did not capture that, we have a total of 45 projects running on our hedged pools, and there will be a few more in January. But why do I call 45 several times? Because we started early this year in January with the hedged pools. All credits to Paul and Pete, who discovered this great new unique investment vehicle, the hedged pools. Paul and Pete, very good that you created this investment vehicle. And we started with 2 nodes, 2 projects. Eventually we had 5 projects running on there. And 1 year later, 12 months or 11 months later, here we are with 45 projects running on the hedged pool sections. And some of the projects have multiple nodes running. So this is really awesome. I just want to point out to you that the MoneyByte team is working really, really hard. We have accomplished some really cool things. And all the other investment vehicles are also very cool, like the mining for MoneyByte. You can rent some hash power. You can rent a wallet on the proof of stake service. But the hedged masternodes pools, that's something unique, and we are very proud of it. I'm not speaking for myself alone. I'm speaking for Pete, Paul, Jonathan, Costa, Daniel, for Tammy, for all the others. We are very proud to accomplish this number. And we are aiming to have a much more number of nodes running on our platform in the coming year. In the screen that I'm showing now, and I'm going to do a post on the voice chat text also. These are the payout numbers for this week. Again, look at this picture. We are very proud of this. In 1 year, we started with 2 projects and we are here. Pete, over to you.
Thank you, Jimmy. Yes, and not a single week has gone by that we have failed to make a payment. Deposits are promptly allocated, withdrawals are always done on those Sundays, and we pay out as soon as those wallets enable us to do. And we will continue to add that. People say, oh, but look at the MoneyByte price, it's flat, it's stable, it's not showing no real growth. Well, for the people that have put their MoneyByte into the platform, who are receiving a passive income each week from other coins, they're the ones that are receiving the maximum growth from MoneyByte itself. And with lots of additions and a lot of extra new coins coming on, it can only grow and attract more people in. People, you've got to imagine when the project evolved into MoneyByte, the price was at 30 or 40 sats. No one ever mentions how far we've come from there. What's that? A 7-8 fold increase in price over such a short period of time. We will aim to do that again. Obviously, we don't control the market. There is no pre-mine. There is nothing for us to sell to private. We can't dump. And any coins that the team hold are bought with hard-earned money from the real world, or from other crypto assets that they've swapped into. So we all have a vested interest. We are a cooperative working together for the greater cause. And together we will embark on this journey, and we will all benefit in the long term. Anyway, I sound like a philosopher here. Would anybody else like to ask any questions this evening, or update us? Paul, do you have anything to add?
I don't have anything to ask. I just want to make a statement that if you purchased $1,000 worth of MoneyByte when Bitcoin was 10,000 and Bitcoin and MoneyByte price was 400 sats, and you look at it now and Bitcoin's 26,000 and MoneyByte's around 200 sats, you actually are still up on your money. People don't realize, even though MoneyByte has dropped from 400 to 200 sats, the Bitcoin price has increased drastically, where you still actually have a profit. And people don't realize it. Our market cap is actually higher because of the Bitcoin price of being 26,753 compared to where it was when we were 400 sats and Bitcoin was 10,000. It's more of an investment type aspect of looking at it, but people don't realize that.
Yep, that's spot on, Paul. You know, that's why our market cap has remained as it is. That is the value of MoneyByte itself. And as we add more assets and Bitcoin continues to rise, we are lining ourselves up with both the MoneyByte price rising now and also the Bitcoin underlying price. So potentially there's a double bubble for growth there over the longer term. But it's not here for the quick buck. We're here for the long journey, and we hope that you will stay with us for this journey, and we will all make more money over the longer term.
There's one other thing I want to bring to people's attention. I'm still working on payouts. I did not get any revisions. So Trump coin, I know if people send it, the only exchange is Livecoin. They were hacked. So if you're having your Trump coin sent to Livecoin, you're going to most likely lose it. I can't do nothing about that. And then also, Altilli, being that was hacked, again, whatever coins that you would maybe having sent to Altilli, you will lose. Unless, Pete, you got updates on people's wallets. I don't know.
I believe I had two updates from members, which were updated on the sheets.
Okay.
So hopefully they've caught up with you, Paul, in time in order to get those payouts going.
I haven't noticed any like Swamp Coin I'm doing right now. There's no new address on Swamp Coin, and I know that was being sent to Altilli.
Sure.
So, okay. I'm about to hit send on this. So,
well, just hold tight then. I'll just double check if there was any updates, but I believe that they have all gone through. So thanks for highlighting that. And anyone else who hasn't notified us of a new address on those two exchanges that have had problems, please let us know as soon as possible. Jimmy, is there any final words that you would like to add?
Well, no, I have said all my emotional things. No, I just want to ask everyone to stay with us, not only within buying the coin. Please also help us out, making the coin known to the public, get the word out on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook, on other Discord channels. Please help us get the word out. And what Pete said, we are not in here to make MoneyByte $1 in January 2021. That will be awesome, that will be cool, but that's not what we are aiming at. We are in here for the long term. We want to make something very awesome of this project. That's why we are searching for developers, people who are willing to help us with the website, front-end development, etc., etc. So if you are willing to be part of this extremely wonderful project, this team, join us, help us out, and make this project even better than it is now.
That's great. Thank you for those words, Jimmy. And with that, I will sign off for the coming week, and hope you can join us on New Year's Eve when we'll have some more fun games and party atmosphere to celebrate 2021. Thanks for listening. Look forward to speaking to you again soon.